I'm a tongue cancer survivor. Results came down. We were all in a room. Tara, first thing she asked the doctor was, would I be able to perform?
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toller on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Tara and Greg met 10 years ago while shopping in their local grocery store. Now, after living in the same household for 8 years and having one child together, Tara and Greg say the use-by date in their relationship has expired.
Our sex life sucks. He thinks that he could take a blue tablet and 10 minutes is good. It's not. It's maybe good for him, but it's not good for me.
She says to me that I can't handle her no more because I had cancer. She said she don't want to be responsible for me dying in the bed, she don't want to kill me.
No, look.
Because she,
Has this relationship outlived its expiration date, or can Greg and Tara turn back the clock and restore what they once had? Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Tara Smith and Greg Mills. The two of you have been together for 8 years. You have one child together. You do not want to be together anymore, so you want to dissolve your cohabitation arrangement. You have some financial issues that you would like me to address, but before we do that, I'm going to start with Ms. Smith. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
I'm glad you asked that question. Why I'm here, 10 years of a waste of time with this man. It's been 10 years, way too long. We got an 8-year-old daughter. We got a lot of issues going on. We got intimacy issues, parenting issues, and insecurity issues. I don't blame him for being insecure about me, but it's the way you do anything, and he don't have no tact for it. For example, let me tell you, our sex life sucks. He has this problem that he thinks is small. It's not, though. It's erectile dysfunction. He thinks that he could take a blue tablet and 10 minutes is good. It's not. It's maybe good for him, but it's not good for me. And I even tried to spice our relationships up different ways, trying to,
just encourage it.
Right, exactly. So one time he was coming home from work, I said, well, let me do something for him to see before I actually throw the towel in. I'm gonna put on some sexy lingerie and
see
wear his favorite color. Right, to get the mood or whatever in. So it took me like an hour and a half to get ready, and 3 minutes of the session? That was a waste of effort and time. I mean, no.
It's so cold.
Well, right? It's the truth, and that's what I deliver.
Now, Mr. Mills, I never ask a man to defend that kind of thing in here, but I do give you an opportunity to respond if you so desire. Do you care to respond to that? But if not, don't feel obligated.
How can he come back from that? That's the truth.
There's more to life than sex, okay? Let's first to get that out. Secondly, I'm a tongue cancer survivor.
Oh my God.
Let the man talk.
That's a pity.
I'm a tongue cancer survivor. In 2011, I was diagnosed with squamous cell carcinoma, which is a left tongue cancer. Right. When I had my biopsy, after all that, the results came down. We were all in a room. Tara, first thing she asked the doctor was, would I be able to perform?
Wait.
That's ridiculous.
Your man is diagnosed with tongue cancer, and your sole concern is whether or not he can continue to give you oral sex?
He didn't tell you why we took him to the hospital in the first place. That's what he thought was wrong with him, an STD right there.
Well, first of all, my tongue went yellow, it went blue, red, white, all these different colors. And so she thought I got STD. She thought I gave her one. I thought she gave me one.
No.
My tongue had changed colors. What's up with that?
What was the first thing you think?
Right. I almost caught a DV case.
So how can he think that?
So
he was right. You wanted to go to the hospital and see what he thought the same thing. Now it's a different story in front of you.
So basically, the tongue cancer, you don't ask the doctor if I can perform. You ask, how will he live? How's he gonna be? What kind of food shall I prepare for him?
What's he gonna do?
Yeah, I couldn't talk for 2 weeks. I couldn't talk or drink water for 2 weeks.
And
I was being fed by feeding tube.
Was that?
Yeah.
That was my only. That was not my only concern. No, I'm not that cold.
Look, this is my arm. Look, this is what they did.
You want a pity
here.
party?
This is what
It's interesting. What happened?
This is what they did here. They cut me here. Okay, they gave a skin graft here. They took 18 lymph nodes out my neck, and they put skin here took skin from my arm and put it in my neck. Also, they took the skin here to redo my tongue. Okay, and
so
she
you got
I want a pity
from your
party.
arm?
Yeah. I have the skin from my arm and my leg.
Or on your tongue?
Is on my tongue and my neck. You know, I got like a thick. I'm really leather neck for real now.
It's amazing what they can do.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you. You say she has a bad attitude. Tell me about
Yeah, I mean,
that.
she had a bad attitude, and then like, for example, okay, she talked about. She said first I have erectile dysfunction. That's a lie. I don't have the stamina I used to because of the radiation and chemo treatment. So
insecure.
She says to me,
insecure about
she
my
says to me that I can't handle her no more because I had cancer. She said
No,
she don't
I
want to be
didn't.
responsible for me dying in the bed. You know, and she don't want to kill me.
No, look.
Because she
He insecure because I wear certain things. It's the same thing that calls attention. Yeah, I work hard for this. 6-7 days a week I work out. I'm not about to wear no blanket because he insecure.
So he doesn't like what you wear?
But it's the same thing that got his attention. He don't like it because
Can
his
you come
figure
out
flat.
and do a twirl for me so I can see what
Absolutely,
he's
I'm
talking
proud
about?
of me. I got a flat stomach, a small waist, and a round bottom.
You know,
And he jealous of. He insecure. Black women, people get surgery to get what I got now.
Do you not like what she wears when she wears clothes that shows her assets and attributes?
Exactly. I don't like that, especially when you go to church.
Okay.
Like, I got pictures here. Look, I got proof. Right. We went to church, right? We went to church. This is a new church.
You didn't go to church?
This is a new church we went to. Now, this church, her friend referred to this church. You understand what I'm saying? So we knew going to church.
Well, you didn't go to church in that.
No, I had a nice
No.
fitting skirt suit, and he claimed that I'm wearing this because I'm flirting with a pastor while he's performing service.
Now, Mrs. Smith.
Pastor, look.
You know, I think everybody should
Well,
have
you
their
look.
own style. Hang on. Everybody should have their own style, and all. I get that. But wow.
I didn't wear that to church. I wore that out
Wow,
to the
it's
club.
right,
I didn't
Judge.
wear that
Wow.
to church.
When Divorce Court continues, are Greg and Tara having communication problems?
What's an overstanding?
No, he made
Overstanding.
up,
So she
like he
completely
doing now.
overstand. I don't want to have an understanding. I want an overstanding.
And see how he trying to make logic to that nonsense? Do you see that?
It'd be absolutely clear.
Have you been cohabitating for years and find that splitting up is as complicated as a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Tara Smith, who says she wants to end her relationship with her daughter's father because their sex life is terrible. But would it help the relationship if these two could get on the same page with their parenting styles?
She harder on my daughter, Judge, because that's my daughter.
You say he's a bad dad. Tell me about that.
My daughter, 8 years old, she's been getting a tricycle since she was 3. Mm-hmm. She ain't got the tricycle yet. Now she need a bike.
Do you make promises to your children you don't keep?
No, that's just the one circumstance that,
The one right now. Another time, we got a school project.
Circumstance.
She had to pick a country other than the United States. I work most of the time, and he could help her with the project just to do the research on the computer. He stayed at the library all the time. He can't help her with some,
Look, she
resources
harder
and
on
whatnot.
my daughter.
So all he got to do is, write the resource down and get the question. It's pretty cut and simple. Teachers tell you what to do. If she in the 2nd grade, she don't need a whole lot of, resources and stuff like that. Real simple, clean and cut. He can't even do that.
Well, he's not supposed to do it. Isn't she supposed to do it?
Right, but he could help her get the resources from the internet, show her how to get it and what to Google and whatnot. And she'll, grasp it because she's pretty smart, but she ain't been to the library
with
yet.
the project?
Look, no, that's not. See,
No, not that one, right? Okay.
I do help my children. I love my children. I love her son. Thing is that
He love my son, but he tell me, get him to do it. Get him to do it.
Look,
get him to do it. That was the final straw that
She's
broke the
harder
camel's
on
back.
my daughter, Judge, because that's my daughter. You know what I'm saying? She's harder on her than she is on her son. For example, okay, her son, he's 12. Okay, look, he did something good in school, okay, and, we rewarded him and whatnot. But see, But hold on. When I ask the boy to do something in the house, you do it. You don't get swolled up and all this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you know, cancer or no cancer, I'll bust you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So so the point is,
Not him.
is that she told him well, this is a couple weeks back. She said that he's the man of the house. You know what I mean? When I
You're the man of the house?
No, her son. He the man of the house.
Did you tell your son that he was the man of the house?
He caught the tail end of it. What I told him was, I do things to empower my son. He acts like he's jealous of my son. Bottom line is, I empower my son. I tell him, I be like, you my little man.
Right.
He come and choice, oh, he the man of the house, well, let him pay some of these bills.
That's right.
I'm like, you ain't paying nothing, I'm paying him.
I know the word.
You didn't do that, did you?
Yeah, I did that. He shouldn't have no title like that. You don't give no boy, you don't say that to no boy. And then when I tell him to do something, okay, then he'll try to play me. Well, he'll try to play both of us, but he'll go to her and say, well, he told me to do something crazy other than what I told him.
Ms. Smith,
he ain't my daddy.
Do you require of your son that he respect the authority in the house?
Absolutely.
Because sometimes that's a problem. I know. I've got sons, and you know, I want to discuss stuff, and my husband is like, no, we don't discuss this. You tell them, and they do it. And are you too soft on him?
No,
Think
I don't
about
think so.
it for
Kelly, he a gentle soul. My son is not like he's saying at all. If you met him, you would love him. He not like that at all. No, he don't swell up. He don't get attitude, none of that. And he don't try to play, as he say, us one against each other. He can't. I don't allow that.
When Divorce Court continues, after surviving tongue cancer, does Greg need Tara to be more supportive?
I don't smoke anymore. For example, I'm doing a vegan, vegetarian diet. I can't eat fast food no more.
That's what this come from.
But,
you know, he confused the hair and the tie.
But she don't want to help with that.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Greg Mills, who doesn't agree with his girlfriend's parenting style. But can Greg and Tara still work out their differences?
You survived something that was really extraordinary and traumatic. They gave you a new tongue, which I just think is completely deep.
I appreciate it. But she don't feel that way.
Does that change how you see your relationship with her? Does it change what you want to do and what you want out of life?
It's changed my life. It's changed our life. I don't do what I used to do. I don't smoke anymore. For example, I'm doing a vegan, vegetarian diet. I can't eat fast food no more.
That's what this come from. You know, he confused the hair and the tie.
But she don't want to help with that.
Do you not want to join him on his journey to better?
That's done. I don't want to join him on any journeys, any food regimens, any diets, any exercise routines or anything.
Why not?
Because I like protein. I eat chicken. That's his vegetarian. That's his thing.
Oh, and she eat chicken and then fix me vegetables.
But he can make a hamburger before he went on this veggie diet and don't fix nobody else one.
No, that's not true. That's not true. And then, but a lot of times, though, you got to overstand, though, again.
Overstand. Look, and then that's another thing. He tried to make you could, like, say me and you talking, right? And then I'm like, okay, I admit I'm wrong. He want to keep going on and on and on and on. I'm
right,
like,
so you don't mess up no more.
I said, okay. You don't have to be
No, you don't mess up no more.
Now, that's a complaint I usually heard from men. Now, do you... Once you make your point, do you keep just driving it home? I
have to sometime with her.
It's like a scab, like a sword, and you just keep picking at it and picking at it.
You see how she cut me off? You see, I can't get a word of the edge.
And then I say, I understand. You don't understand, you overstand. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Overstand?
He just told you that, you didn't hear?
That's an overstanding.
What's an overstanding?
That's an overstanding. So she
like he doing now?
Overstand. I don't want to have an understanding. I want an overstanding.
And see how he's trying to make logic of that nonsense? Do you see that?
It'd be absolutely clear. I don't have to repeat what I'm saying.
Look, and he's trying to do, oh, wow. Look, even that, look at this.
I can afford to repeat what I'm saying. I have a new tongue. I can't keep repeating what I'm saying.
Keep going back to that cancer thing? He's doing a pity party. I'm not coming to it. Been there, done that. See, and I rocked him like a baby when he was sick, so he's trying to act like I wasn't there around.
He does contend on that note that the doctors had suggested that he go to a sperm bank before he does the chemo, but that you refuse to assist him in that regard. Is that true?
I don't want nothing to do with this man, period.
They told me that she can come on down. I didn't even have to look at the magazine. I was like, what? So she can participate. You know, I asked her to wear a little nurse outfit with the little stilettos and come on down.
To the hospital.
You know what I mean?
To the hospital,
and we
the
gonna
cancer
roll,
center.
and then, yeah. And then I wouldn't have to, you know, look in no books and do that.
Well, you know
But
what?
she's
He got
supposed to say,
pictures of me right there. Why he couldn't take them?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, you know, read the little mag. You can't, you know, make your
Why?
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, but
You
she's
don't wanna
my
do
partner.
that.
She's supposed to be my partner.
When divorce court continues, does Greg need to repay the money Tara says he owes?
I had a transmission rebuilt and control arms. Control arms is on the right and the left side. The total came to $3,000, maybe a little overall. I'm just rounding it off. And where my money at? Oh, I gave him the money for it.
Oh, you gave him the money
Yeah.
to do it, and he didn't do it?
Divorce court returns with the case of Tara Smith and Greg Mills, who want to dissolve their 10-year relationship even though they have one child together and survived a bout with cancer.
Tell me what the final straw was, Ms. Smith.
When I said, why don't you mow the grass? He talking about, why don't you get your son to do it? He the man of the
That's
house.
right.
I said, that was the
That's
straw that broke
right.
the camel's back. My son is
That boy
12 years
need to be
old.
cutting
He
the
don't have
grass.
anything to do with this grown, crusty man. And he's sitting up there telling me to tell him to do it. I'm asking you to do it.
That
Just
boy
like he
need
should have
to
been
be
washing the
cutting grass.
car.
Why wouldn't you mow the lawn?
Because what we got kids
Because
for?
he had cancer.
What we got kids for?
The reason for
I have to mow the
everything.
Well, let
lawn.
me ask you this, Ms. Smith. Do you tell your children to do chores?
Yeah. They get up in the morning, make up beds, clean up, sweep. When they
So
come
why
home,
couldn't
they
you do
things.
what she asked you
No,
to do?
because they
And then when I do
conveniently
have my
forget
son
stuff.
do stuff, he go find stuff wrong with it.
Because kids do that. That's why they're
Okay,
kids.
but no, not the 12. See, I don't know how y'all was raised, but I couldn't forget nothing. See, my father, I had a Marine father. My father
son
come
is
in and
12
turn
years
the
old. He's
bed
still
up
learning
over
things,
and
so
say,
he
why don't you
don't
go and do
forget.
them dishes like I asked you to do? See, that's what's wrong with children today. You understand?
So when you make this hamburger and use pop grease all over the
Hey,
thing and have
hey.
the big film of grease, he's supposed to
Tell
have my
me
son
about the
clean it up.
$3,000 you are seeking from Mr. Mills.
I had purchased the vehicle, and it had some damage wrong with it. So he a mechanic. So I'm like, why don't you go check out and see what's wrong with it? Again, he need gas money, and he need a couple of dollars to get him some water or something. But when you go down here and look at this car, because he's gonna get a bite to eat and all
That's a
kind of stuff,
story.
just jive.
Right. That's a
Anyway,
story.
I had a transmission rebuilt and some control arms. Control arms is on the right and the left side. The total came to $3,000, maybe a little overall. I'm just rounding it off. And where my money at?
Oh, man.
Oh, I gave him the money for it.
Oh, you gave him the money
Yeah.
to do it, and he didn't do it? Did she give you $3,000
The truck's
to
still at
repair a
somebody
car
else's shop
and not
now.
do it?
Well, it wasn't exactly $3,000.
He needed his medicine.
Hang on.
It wasn't exactly $3,000.
What happened?
Well, I got sick. I got ill. So the truck is irrelevant now. I don't care nothing about no
Well,
truck.
what did you do with the $3,000?
Well, it's set aside. It's still around.
So it shouldn't be no problem for me to get it, right?
It shouldn't at all.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
You can get your $2,600.
No, I don't care. I mean, just because you two are sleeping together does not mean that you can contract to do something, get your end of the bargain, and not give her her end. You said you would take that money and fix her car, and you didn't do it. You have an obligation to do so. Your story is inspiring. It is deep, but it don't allow you to steal.
Right. I feel
You know
Judge.
what I mean? You don't get to just take money and walk off with it. You promised that woman $3,000 worth of repairs, and you set the money aside. Well, you go over to the side where you set that money and give it to her. $3,000 in favor of Miss Smith. It is so ordered.
All right. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Greg says he no longer wants to deal with Tara, whom he calls a liar and a drama queen. He has moved out of the house and does what he has to do to maintain a positive relationship with his daughter. He is dating a new person and moving forward with his life. Tara confirms that she and Greg split up after the show, but remained cordial. Tara says since Greg has left, her household finally is relaxed, and her children are much happier.